Hi, welcome to the Science of People. I'm Vanessa and today we're doing elevator pitch reviews. And we're talking to Cameron, who submitted a fantastic elevator pitch. I'm so excited to get into this because he had some really good tips that I hope everyone can learn from and a few really easy tweaks. So let's get started. We're going to watch his video and then I'm going to slow it down, critique it, and we're going to talk about what we can do to learn from it and how Cameron can perfect it.
Hi Vanessa, my name is Cameron Bradford and I'm a senior at the University of Alabama. I'm majoring in Management Information Systems and I have a minor in Computing Technology and Applications and a specialty in Business Administration. What we do in my major is we will literally look at a business process and we will decide how it can improve, how it can be faster and cheaper and better. And we take what they have and we develop what we think we can have, how we can improve it, and we merge that and we work with the customer and we end up saving them so much money and making their lives so much easier. And ever since I was young, I have been doing this over and over again when I started my own business. So I truly love people and the satisfaction I get from helping them. And so I really thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to seeing everyone's videos. Bye.
Let's first talk about what I loved about Cameron's video. So Cameron, you started off with my two favorite body language things in the world. So you just got so many brownie points for that right off the bat. First, you said hello to me and you showed me the palm of your hand. Everyone who's watched my courses or read my website knows that the more you can show your palms, the more honesty and credibility that it breeds. When we can see someone's hands from an evolutionary perspective, our trust bells go off, and that's a good thing. So you started off with that. Hey Vanessa, it's Cameron. And I was like, yes, already on the same page as you. Second, then you did a heartfelt gesture. So you said, my name is Cameron. I love this. First of all, it's incredibly personal. This is the universal gesture of the heart, or taking something to the heart. So already I know whatever you're going to say to me is going to come from the heart. So let's just watch this beauteous, fabulous amazingness just one more time so you can see how awesome it is. Amazing, right? So I love those hand gestures. Okay, the next thing that I love that you did is you had a ton of nonverbal explanations. So what I mean by nonverbal explanations, for those of you who are watching, is when you're giving your story verbally, you're explaining what you do, you add in nonverbal explanations. So for example, you said my, which is a nonverbal explanation of my personal story. You also said that you bring concepts together. You said that you make things really simple and easy. Ooh, I love all those nonverbal explanations. And also, you didn't go overboard. Sometimes people will over-add hand movement. Sometimes I'm a little guilty of that. I really like hand movement. I try to talk a little too much with my hands sometimes. So you did it perfectly. Just the right amount to keep my brain engaged and to give me some other explanation in addition to what you're saying. Let's go on to some parts of the video that I think you can improve. First, I caught you in some self-soothing gestures, and I am totally guilty of this too. But right at the beginning of the video, you clasp your hands together and you rub them like this. Let's take a look at that.
I'm majoring in Management Information Systems and I have a minor in Computing Technology and Applications and a specialty in Business Administration. What we do in my major is...
So these are self-soothing gestures. We do them when we want to soothe when we're nervous. Now, obviously you were filming a video, you were, in front of a camera doing your elevator pitch. So of course you were nervous. I just want you to be aware of them so that when you're out and about, when you're talking to people at parties, to try to avoid doing those kinds of rubbing self-soothing gestures, because it shows anxiety. And we want to show people that you're confident, that you're self-assured in what you're saying. Second challenge I have for you is to work on variation in your tone. So this is another classic pitch mistake. Everyone makes this. And the problem is that when we've memorized our pitch, we often forget about vocal variation. We don't vary our tone very much. The problem is that the other person's brain loves vocal variation. So if I were to say, my name is Vanessa Van Edwards. I work at thescienceofpeople.com. I teach body language and human lie detection. Now the tone is very the same throughout. The other person's brain has to work extra hard to figure out what you're saying and stay awake, to stay engaged. So my biggest challenge for you, and this one you might have to work on for a little bit, you're welcome to send me more videos, is to try vocal variance. So try saying your pitch at least 50 different ways, and adding different emphasis on different words. So you can say, my name is Cameron, right? So that's different than my name is Cameron, or my name is Cameron, right? Those are all different ways of doing vocal variation or emphasis. So those are just some silly examples, but you get the idea of how I want you to add vocal variation to your pitch. I think it will help people stay awake for you, especially because, and this is my third challenge, what you do is a mouthful. What you're studying sounds really good. I just don't know what it is. It's business, computing systems, applications, technology, management system, information, business administration, management information systems, computing technology and applications, specialty in business administration. So that's a mouthful. And so what I want you to do, this is my third challenge for you, is you can't obviously change the verbal content of this, but you can sort of make it a funny thing and admit that it's a little bit of a mouthful. So after you say that, or maybe even in the middle of saying it, you can be like, I know that's a mouthful. Basically what I do is, which is exactly what you had said originally, it just sort of gives my brain a break to go, yep, that was a lot. Don't worry, I'm going to explain it. And very few people have the opportunity to add in a little bit of humor to their elevator pitch. And I think that's a great place where you can add it in, where you can get a laugh from someone who goes, yeah, I was having a little bit of trouble processing that. Now, of course, if you're talking to someone else who's in your major, you don't need to do that, because for them, they're totally going to get it. But for networking events, if you're talking to recruiters, that's a really important place where you want to add in a little bit of humor and say, I know it's a lot, but here, let me explain what I do. It's really quite simple. Okay, Cameron, I hope that that was helpful for you, and I hope that everyone watching also learned from Cameron's experience. Some of the things that I told him to incorporate, you should definitely work on your own elevator pitch. There is still time for you to send me your elevator pitch. Just go to my website, scienceofpeople.com, and submit it to my email.